there are 3 different types of psychological questioning that the tests employ. One is self-report questions, and you might have taken an assessment that has this type. How would you rate yourself on such and such ability, on this ability or that ability? The second type is the situational or behavioral questions, such as, what would you do in this situation? And the third is image-based questions, like, what's going on in this picture? Many tests use 1 or 2 of these. In my opinion, the most valid tests use all 3 types. So this is my recommendation. I don't work for the company that makes this assessment. So this is not any personal interest on my part to tell you this, but my recommendation is the Multidimensional Emotional Intelligence Quotient Assessment, or the MEIQ. And I recommend it because when examining all the criteria I've been describing, this one test emerges as the most useful and valid. It measures emotional competencies, not just knowledge. It uses all 3 types of psychological questioning. It was studied in a cross-cultural population worldwide in the validity studies, and the number of people in the studies was almost 35,000. So for these reasons, I have selected this as my go-to emotional intelligence assessment. And it doesn't hurt that it comes out of Canada, where I'm from. It comes out of Quebec. So that's my recommendation. Now, when you take this assessment online, you have immediate results. You get a report, and the report gives you a score on all the 27 different emotional competencies and an overall score. So you can see on the right that bell curve, that's a person's overall score. You can also see their percentile, which means the percentage of test takers who had a score below this person. And some of the 27 different competencies will be identified as your strengths. You see on the right, down at there you see the strengths. This person had a list of strengths. And then at the bottom you see that they also had a few limitations. And in the middle, there were potential strengths. So what we're talking about right now is the second question I asked at the beginning. How important would it be for you to discover what's holding you back from greater success right now? This assessment tool is how you can discover what's holding you back. The great news is that once you discover that, you can do something about it.